Hello, I'm Richard Fletcher. I'm here with Shrewsbury reporter Lewis Cox. Lewis, it's cold, it's windy.
Not like me to moan about the weather.
No, it's wet. We've had some late drama here, 2 goals in the last 10 minutes and a huge win this afternoon for Shrewsbury.
Yeah, I was trying to think of superlatives or whatever, but huge, mammoth, whatever word you could use to describe the size of those last two, those final 2 goals from the 87th minute onwards to beat Wycombe today. I mean, this for me was the biggest game of the season to date. Clearly not because the opposition are a good side or whatever, but because they were struggling, because Town have been a little out of sorts, 2 defeats in a row, and just because of where we are with 9 games left, the manner at the bottom of the table, and oh my word, 0-0. They weren't playing well. In fact, they were playing pretty poorly. Wycombe were the better side, had more chances. The wind was with Wycombe first half. They used it. You think Town are going to come out of the blocks at 0-0 and be better. They weren't. It sort of felt inevitable, and Town fell behind. Cracking Wycombe free kick, Jason McCarthy, I think midway through the second half, and we'll go on to speak about what was happening in the stands and so on, but Town needed something. They desperately needed an equaliser late on, just to stop the rot and make it not 3 defeats to rivals in a row. And thankfully Omar Beckles has come up with the header, come up trumps really. He actually gave away the foul for the free kick that Wycombe scored from, so he's atoned really with a great header, and that was so crucial to make sure you'd have took that when they were 1-0 down with 5 to go. You'd have took 1-1 all day. Oh my word, it was a massive equaliser, massive. I didn't think they'd go on and win it. I absolutely didn't. 5 minutes went up, added on. You'd gone to speak with the fans, although I think you saw it from down the bottom. 5 minutes added on, gave him a little boost, and that man Sean Morley, we've seen it so many times over the years. He saw it today, picked the ball up, got his head down, sprinted, beats Joe Jacobson, runs into the box, tripped by Adam Elab, former Town man, the Panto villain, definite penalty, and Ollie Norburn balls of steel to smash the pen in. Massive, biggest goals of the season in my opinion. Eases, as I've written on our website, really eases the pressure that was felt today.
Yeah, so let's rewind right to the start of the afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, team sheet comes out to all of us guys in the media, and Ricketts, he's got his rotation policy, but some surprises on the lineup today.
Well, the big one is, the big talking point is Greg Docherty, isn't it? The Rangers loanee, been a top player for Town this season. Many Town fans see him as their best player, and he's been rotated out recent weeks. Ricketts has given his reasoning for that. Fresh legs, 2 players in each position, that kind of thing. Docherty didn't start at Plymouth in a disappointment on Tuesday night, came on very late. He was left out again today. That really wound fans up totally when they saw the team sheet, didn't they? They didn't understand the decision process behind it. Top scorer for Jiri Okunabir, he's also benched. He has been quite often recently. And Anthony Grant came out of the team today, defensive midfielder who's again arguably been player of the season for Shrewsbury. He was dropped to the bench, and probably the first time that Granty's been left out of the team when available. Obviously he gave away the late penalty at Plymouth, so maybe reasoning there he wasn't at his best at Plymouth. It was a bold selection call. I wrote that a lot of things that fans were ready to pick him up from in that, because when they see what they perceive to be the best players not starting, and it doesn't go Town's way, then what we saw happened late on when Town put in a pretty insipid performance for that, for, let's be honest, for 85 minutes.
And you touched on sort of the fans and their reaction to Docherty not playing, and that was something that everyone in this ground would have noticed throughout the game, especially the stand to our left here, beginning to get on Ricketts' back, and it was turning sour, wasn't it, second half?
Yeah, the atmosphere was getting pretty, you said to me, didn't you, hostile, when we were looking for a word to describe it, because I didn't,
like a thesaurus.
You did well. It wasn't toxic, I didn't reach those levels, but obviously in November, when John Askey's time was coming to an end, he had some tough days atmosphere wise here, obviously his final game, and I was really concerned at 0-0, but more so at 1-0, the way the chants were going, various chants. I mean, you don't know what you're doing, ringing support of Danny Coyne, the first team coach down there, chanting Greg Docherty's name, as you say, all game, literally as they were warming up, chanting for Jiri, chanting Matt Sadler. Those chants, you're worse than Askey. It's like really quite alarming chants from large enough sections of the fans. There's one pretty bizarre moment actually when Stephen Payne looked ready to come on and fans booed it, and he went and sat back down and he didn't make the change. I mean, you know, it really cranked up today. The pressure is mounting, and that's why the end was so crucial. I mean, I do worry about what it would have been like at full time if they lost 1-0. You know, the 1-1's fine, and there wouldn't have been too much animosity. 2-1 to Town's obviously brilliant, but if they'd have lost, I think there'd have been real anger.
So speaking to the fans outside the ground, they're obviously delighted they've got the win, crucial win, but the performance wasn't great, and it's fair to say if Shrewsbury continue to perform like that, they're gonna, you know, could well be in the bottom four at the end of the season. What needs to change to ensure that doesn't happen?
Like, you know, the manager said down there, we just interviewed him, he's as frustrated as any, he says he's as frustrated as any Town fans here, because the 11 he's put himself on the line to and chose just didn't give him performance. He's very much acknowledged that, you know, until the end, his players were poor, they weren't in this today. I mean, that's alarming when it's such a huge game against, you know, and you've had a few bad defeats, maybe confidence is low, probably understandably, but when you need to really dig in and just put in a performance, when your manager's given faith in players, given the shirt, there were far too many not at it today. You know, pretty invisible, didn't notice them on the park. You're relying on magic from Sean Worley, which he's managed to do at the end, but not enough other players stepping up to the plate. I thought Amadi Holloway, who gets a lot of critics, got the start instead of Okunabiri up front. I thought he did okay actually, and was a bit of a presence. I think you can't have too many complaints at his performance today. I know he said something on Twitter just now, had a bit of a go back at fans, but yeah, the manager was deeply unhappy with the performance, and understandably so, because Wycombe were the better team today. On the balance of play, Wycombe deserved the win. I think, you know, Sean Worley had a shot in the 10th minute. That's the only save their keepers had to make, I would say, until late on, until the equaliser, possibly until the 87th minute equaliser. You know, Steve Arnold's made some crucial first half saves to keep the score down, and Wycombe can feel really harshly done by today, that they've lost that game somehow. They go 9 without a win now. You know, Wycombe are out of sorts. Yeah, they've put in some decent draws recently, but they haven't won for ages, so they were about to end their, you know, horror form. And, you know, Ricketts says, you know, the elements today, I mean, conditions horrible. The wind was mad today, absolutely mad, and you know, Ricketts was saying his side couldn't switch the players they like to, you know, big diagonals, which they do at their best. To be fair, they were limited with that today, but you know, conditions the same for both. You obviously can't blame them, and they were poor. How do they improve that? Well, that's what the manager has to figure out. I'd love to say I know the answer. Now, Town fans will watch this and just say it's play Greg Docherty. But I agree, he's one of Town's best players, and I want to see him in the team. Fans want to see him in the team. I think we will see him in the team after what's gone on today. I'd like to see him in. You know, Fajiri Okunabiri's a little low on probably confidence, hasn't scored in a while. Do you have to give him a go? But we're all experts. We know, you know, people were delighted last Saturday before the game at Rochdale, because Ricketts chose the best team, Docherty, Okunabiri. They lost up at Rochdale. So, you know, who knows what the best 11 is? And you know, if fans want to see their best 11 play, they lost at Rochdale, so he needs to find something. Ricketts has to judge how they are in training. But, you know, his neck was really on the line today with the pressure of the game, how it went, you know, the chants from the fans. I mean, it's difficult. We spoke with Norman, and I'll get that story out soon. It doesn't help players, you know, chanting on the manager. Norman said that, he said, you know, fans stick with us, stick together. The Town aren't cut adrift, it's tight. You know, I know, you know, I didn't look at the live table, but they were probably in the bottom 4 today when they were 1-0 down. Obviously there was goal difference keeping them out before today. It's ridiculous. They're 1 point out of the bottom 4 now, but 2 points to 12th. I mean, you know, they're not cut adrift.
It's very tight, isn't it?
You know, Ricketts has said results now. They need points. Doesn't matter how you play. You play terrible and get wins. Doesn't really matter. Just stay up. So there needs to be an improvement on the performance, because they're not going to get let off the hook by Portsmouth next week if they play as bad as that. You need to fight and give a bit more imagination, invention, injection of something, pace, you know, desire next week, and hopefully we'll see that, because I think they got let off the hook today. I think you've got to praise the character for going right to the end. You have to praise that grit and digging in, and we saw how much it meant. You know, they do care. Certainly the players and staff. So hopefully we can see a turnaround. Very difficult day today with the atmosphere, and a tough bow for you at the Meadow. I don't. It's not always as hostile as
no,
but you know, it's just how the fans are feeling it and hurting at the moment. They want to see improvements and want to see where this squad should be, dragged away, miles away from where they are, the bottom four. You know, it's been tough. 8 games left. So they've gone on to 43 points today. You know, it's still going to need probably another 3 wins, possibly. So hope that now they've got one today, they can get more.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Could be a real vital 3 points for this Shrewsbury come the end of the season. For all the reaction to this big win against Wycombe, please log on to ShropshireStar.com.